So this is a quick one because we don't have anything out of this. Dave announced in the Dallin interview that cuts would be coming that day within 24 hours. Still nothing on the cuts schedule for that. But I do want to say there's been a lot of talk about cuts this week. And I'll say who I saw this from. I saw this. Seth Jumpship said something on Celebrity Jeopardy in the chat that he loves the cuts because of the drama it brings. And that got me incensed to possibly riff off here. If where you want the drama is at 30th place and 20th place, then you're looking for the wrong kind of drama. The drama should be who is on the podium, who is trying to get to the podium, who is trying to win the CrossFit Games. If you are trying to push the drama in any other direction than where that is, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you are cutting the field because you need to, or because you have a time constraint because of television coverage or whatever it may be, that is one legit reason why I can see it. However, if you're doing it just for the drama, it makes no sense. Everybody bitched, even Dave, that the drama at semifinals was at the cut line or was at the games qualification line. 10th place, 8th place, 11th place, whatever it was for that semifinal. And he hated that it played out that way. By making cuts at the games, you are simulating the same concept. Mm-hmm. The drama being at 30th and then at 20th.
Yeah. I just think the cuts don't make sense in our sport. If we have to have a smaller field to, for the test, then it invite less people. But the field that takes the floor should be able to do the full set of tests, because the point system changes. You're putting more value in later events because they're now worth more points. So you're saying these tests are actually more important for your fitness, but the rest of the beginning of the stage is still affected the leaderboard. It's like doing a decathlon and making cuts after the 5th or 6th event. Like you would never happen. You cannot compare our sport to a swimming meet where there's elimination style, because you're doing the exact same thing, or a sport like golf or hockey where there's like elimination bracket. You just happen to have, a tough draw like that. That's expected. But for us, for our definition of fitness, every single test is supposed to matter in the test of fitness and should be of equal value in terms of points. And to me as an athlete, it never made sense for what the methodology is. But I mean, we were never meant to be a sport anyways. So I guess we can make up like our own rules, but it just, to me, it's like invite less people, invite 30 and do 2 heats of 15 if you want to just do it into 2 heats, or invite 20. But whoever goes to the games does the full games, and you can actually see, 17th place is 17th place, not 17th, right. Because there's money now for every single placing. Like people could have switched from, look at someone like Kelly Baker last year, who almost made the 2 cuts in a row, and won a significantly more money that way. So I don't know. I've always been of the no cuts and just invite less people if there's a logistic problem.
Right. The cuts are, did I pull that up? So, okay. Yeah. Bruce, no one really cares about the first or second heats. LOL. Then you are not a true sport fan of the sport.
I have something to say about this too. You don't stack one bad decision to cover up another bad decision. The reason you can even say this is because we don't have the right 40 people at the games.
Correct.
If you had the right 40 people at the games, people would care about heat 1, because there'd be people in that heat that could win that event. Just like what happened at the North America East semifinal. There were people in every heat that could win the event. So it made every heat important. What happens though is, because we don't get the right 40 people to the games, now heat 1 becomes irrelevant.
Right. You know me.
Spot on. Spot on. If you invite, let's say 30, but it's 30, it's the top 30 in the world. However, they can determine that, but it's legit the top 30. You can do 3 heats of 10 or 2 heats of 15 or whatever you want to do, and you're going to be more invested because it's all the best athletes, and they can affect the leaderboard, and they all have wheelhouse workouts, and yeah, like you need those people to middle. But when certain athletes are there that aren't going to middle in basically anything, that's when you, like you said, you don't care for that as much.
Yeah. And that's the only reason that it matters or doesn't matter, is because we don't have the first heat has a chunk of people that shouldn't be there.
Agreed.
And I shouldn't say it shouldn't be there, are not fit enough to be there.
Right. 10th, 11th, 12th, 20th out of North America East would beat all 8 of those people.
Yeah.